YT's and Star Seeds was good with y'all, man. Back with another video today. I here getting some nature, getting some sun in, you know. But yeah, I just want to come and talk to you guys, man. I have a lot to say. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to multiple videos or just one, but we'll see. So, the first thing I want to talk about is wet dreams. So, yesterday I had a wet dream, and it's like the more I have them, the more I understand them. The reason, well, yeah, I'm going deep into it. So the reason why I had the wet dream, because I lost a battle with my desires, right? And it's a thing that the world is ran off of desires and fears. So that being said, and I got that from Matrix 4. Like they be putting messages in these movies, I'm telling y'all. So the world is ran off of desires and fears. That's how they control you. So with that being said, my two desires that are the most hard to overcome is the desire for food and the desire to release. And they all are desires or desire, fears are fears. They all are connected. They still the same. You know, it's just like trauma. Everybody has trauma. Ain't nobody trauma is greater than the other ones. We still experience trauma. So yeah, my desire for food is what? My desire for food and my desire to release. Well, my desire for food is primarily what caused my wet dream. And also my desire to sleep, and I'm gonna get to that. So I was in the bed, I was sleeping, right? And I woke up. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. It was like 2 o'clock. And I woke up, my stomach was feeling a little bit funny, but I went back to sleep. And then there's the desire for sleep. I was like, no, I want to get some more sleep. So there's the desire for sleep. So I went back to sleep. And the funny part is I had the wet dream at 2:30. I woke up at 2:30 in a fucking portal. And I was like, what the fuck? I just was up. And I kept saying that to myself, I just was up. And something clicked in my head. I was just like, wait, if I was up, there was a reason why I was up. So the reason why I was up is so that I could release that energy in a creative form. And I didn't realize until it was too late. So now somebody had a form of water. I don't know if I can see that. But I don't even know if I can still hear me. I think I can. But what I got from that is from now on, or even you guys, when you wake up at a certain time, like say it's 3, 4 in the morning, just stay up. Don't turn the TV on until you go back to sleep. No, we all are guilty of that. I'm guilty of that. The reason why, it's a spiritual reason why we wake up. that early in the morning. And the reason why we wake up that early in the morning is to express our creative energies. It's the reason why we wake up at that time, especially when we wake up and we can't go back to sleep. That is a clear indication that you need to find a creative form to release some energy. That's why you up, because of energy. And like I said before, the world is based off of energy. So that brings me to my next topic, biological clock. Within our bodies, we have biological clocks. And what I mean is, we can wake ourselves up. We just have to be spiritually in tune to do so. We have to be spiritually in tune to do so. Because I was, and what brought me to this was a wet dream, and also, I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but it's a musical called Hamilton, right? And in the musical, they talk about gun duels, where if a person had a feud to dispute, they would pick somewhere to have a gun battle. And what they would do is a time set before dawn. And there's a whole spiritual meaning behind that. It's a time set before dawn. And when they set that time, I was like, and this is, and the setting of this musical was like 1770s. Yeah, I think like 1770s, 1780s, somewhere around there. And I thought something else, so I was like, hold up. Because I done watched it multiple times. And I thought about it, I said, hold up. How in the fuck did they wake up? You know what I'm saying? And what I realized is that that moment back in that time, it was a very spiritual time. It was a very spiritual time. And I was thinking, I'm like, how the fuck did these niggas wake up without no alarm clock? I don't think the alarm clock was made till like 1793. And we talking about 1776. So this like years down the line before they made the first alarm clock. So I'm like, how the fuck did these niggas wake up? Now I've did my research and I read somewhere that some people had people to pay for them to wake them up. But I'm like, nah, that don't sound right. I mean, that might have happened, but I'm like, nah, that don't sound right. So I ran across this article, right? And it was talking about alarm clocks, when the first one was made, why it was made, you know. I think it was back in ancient China, they used to have candle clocks where a candle will burn, and then after you get done burning at a certain time, it will they have like nails in the candles, and the candles will hit some dish to make a loud noise to wake people up, all types of things. And they had a section where they was like, some people can wake up without an alarm clock, which is called the biological clock. And I was thinking like, that makes a lot more sense. And if you think about it, back in those times, they didn't have the porn that we did now, but masturbation was still there, you know what I'm saying? I mean, well, porn, they still had porn, they just didn't know what it was, you know what I'm saying? It was just a different form back then. Yeah, it was just a different form back then. But the reason why I was saying it is because back then they was holding their sexual energy. They were holding their sexual energy better than we are today, because the world is so sexualized today. So it was better reserved sexual energy back then. And if you think about it, that's how they wake themselves up, because they had so much energy. They'll set a time in their head to be like, all right, I'm gonna wake up at this time because I gotta go and shoot this nigga in the fucking rib so I could provide for my family and get on with my life. You feel what I'm saying? Because nigga ain't finna kill me. You feel what I'm saying? I got a whole family. And my wife bad, nigga, you must be crazy that you finna kill me. You know what I'm saying? So they set a time in their head to wake up, and not realizing that I was doing this my damn self. Wow, I didn't even realize this until now. When I had to get up to catch the bus at like 5:30 in the morning, man, and now I understand why. It was the reason why I was waking up, hitting the snooze button. I understand that now. It's the reason why. So, I mean, I'm talking about, I'm punching the snooze button at this point. I've been punching the snooze button for years. And the thing is, we not supposed to be waking up with no noise. That's not how you supposed to start your, like, think about it. You waking up off of noise, bro, to start your day. Think about that. Like, nigga, that's torture. We're not supposed to be waking up with no fucking alarm clock. Nothing to go, get up, get up. Like, come on now. We ain't supposed to be waking up like that. We supposed to be waking ourselves up because of all the energy that we have. But I mean, yeah, that's what I got from all of that. Like, we supposed to be waking ourselves up. We're not supposed to be waking up to no alarm clock, bro. Like, for why? Like, waking up to some noise, that don't even sound right if you think about it. But we don't think about stuff like that because we've been doing it for decades. Decades on top of 1792 or 1793. I'm hoping I got that date right. But yeah, we've been doing it since then. Since the 1700s, niggas. The 22nd century. Alright, come on. And that right there never made sense to me ever since we learned about centuries. Why is it that if we in 2022, well, actually I think, what is it, like it ain't the 22nd century, the 23rd century. Why do we do that? Like, why do we count down backwards? Like, that make no sense to me. Like, back in history, be like, yeah, in the 16th century, but it's 1700. I'm like, that's like 1708. I'm talking about 1600. I'm like, 16th century. And I'm like, 16th century? What? That don't make sense. Why we can't call it the 17th century? Because we in the 1700s. You know, I never understood that. Or at least I'm just getting it backwards. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But nah, I'm pretty sure, like, it'd be like, yeah, in the 16th century, back in 1709, I'm like, what? That don't make sense, nigga. The fuck? If it's 1708, it should be the 17th century. If we in 2022, it should be the 22nd century, not the 23rd century. That don't make sense. But yeah, I just wanted to drop some knowledge on that, man. I think that's all I got for today. Make sure y'all take care of your body, your minds, your souls. Make sure y'all live every day like you shall last. Take every moment as opportunity to become better. All right, man. Much y'all. Love. Peace.